Hey, April 7th today, and it's day 4 of trying to repot at least one tree every day. Repotting season 2022 in full swing. So this is technically 2 trees, but I'll count it as one for one video. I have a Rose of Sharon here that I pruned last month or something, and a little mystery volunteer seedling. This just appeared last year. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It kind of has leaves that look like an elm, like a really small elm, but it's got opposite opposite leaf structure. Elms have alternating, so I'm not quite sure what it is, but I'm gonna grow it in its own little pot. You can see there's like a really thick little root base down there, so I don't know, it could be interesting. Here goes. So yeah, this is just kind of a, I don't know, like a coffee creamer container that I chopped up pretty poorly. It's grown like crazy. There's just that thick mat of roots in the bottom, and it'll probably be stuck in these kind of ridges. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's going in the recycle. Interesting. So I'll probably have to cut this screen out, or I can just pull it. These roots down here aren't important. I think some of them are dead anyways. They're just kind of peeling off. Yeah. Okay. If I need to, I can reuse that screen, but I don't need to for these ones. So, pretty thick roots at the bottom, but it doesn't look like there's, an overly crazy amount in the rest of the soil. Wow, this one, that's crazy. What is this thing? Very interesting. Just a huge taproot is pretty much all it is. Couple side branching roots there. I guess I'll just work out the soil from everything and then pull it out. So yeah, I had a bunch of lava rock in here, crushed up. Perlite and safety's orb, looks like. A bit of organic stuff. Probably came from a generic potting mix, or a succulent mix of some kind. Wow, okay, that had a lot more roots than I was expecting. Really have no idea what this thing is. But I think you can see here, it thickens up. I should clean it off first. It thickens up, and then that's really thick, and then it gets thin again down here. Kind of comes to a point. Bunch of good branches coming off of it, but I think I'm going to just probably cut it right here. Allow the rest to grow on. Quite an interesting little plant there. Yeah, I guess I'll, if any of you know what it is, or you can let me know down in the comments, but otherwise I'm just going to let it grow this year, and then that's a dead root, I think, and then try and figure out what it is once it starts shooting out some leaves. Okay, this is getting chopped right here. Try and make it as flat as possible. Okay, so that's some pretty heavy root training, but needed to be done. And I'll just keep those high ones on there and plant it fairly high up. Just get rid of the tips of those longer ones for now. I think this one's dead too. These darker ones are dead for whatever reason. Well, this one might not survive, but that's fine. Just a little volunteer plant that showed up all on its own. I'll try to train these roots to go radial if I can, might as well. These ones are right on top of each other, so yeah, it's not really a great situation, but fine enough for now. Soil I'm using is a little bit damp because it got caught in some rain last night. Not a lot of roots in there, so I don't really need to tease it down in between them. Okay, I'm gonna call that done. Little surprise, whatever this is, number 1. I'll get some more water on that later after the video's done. Okay, time for the main tree of this video. Guess I'll be calling this one Rose of Sharon number 1. Not a ton of fine fibrous roots, but quite a bit of root growth. They're not like really long. It looks like they just kind of, I don't know, branch off and get thick rather than grow long and wrap around the pot naturally. Maybe that's because that drainage hole was so huge and they just, you know, air prune themselves constantly. I don't know. But this, oops, this trunk also kind of gets thicker to here and then gets thinner and then thicker again, so that's probably where I'll cut that. Now these came from the same soil, so I'm just gonna, you know, I'm not gonna, oops, that's a pretty fragile root. I'm not going to sterilize my pruners in between. Yeah, these roots feel like I'm just gonna pull them off of the trunk. I think I need to cut this right here. Nice and flat right here. It's a very soft root. Just kind of like squished. Weird. What a strange tree. What the heck? Is that normal? What? Is this normal for Rose of Sharon? What the heck? That is strange. I've never seen that before. Weird. Anyways, now there's hardly any root left on here, so I'm just gonna have to leave all that, even though they look terrible. This is so strange. I'm just very weirded out by how soft this is. So weird. Was not expecting that. So I'll just keep all this root on there and then let them kind of wrap around. Let it grow as much as possible before worrying about, you know, a nice proper radial root system. Because there's hardly any root in here, I should probably get a little stone or something on here to weigh it down. Okay, well, weird root aside, that was a fairly straightforward process. I'm gonna try and tilt this tree this way a little more. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that'll work. Maybe this one is a good size and shape for it. Yep, that works quite nice. Pouring water through there until it runs clear. That's pretty clear right now. Alright, that's it for this video. If it doesn't start raining, I might be able to do another one today, but it's supposed to get, well, it's pretty dark up there. There is a storm cloud rolling through. We're supposed to get about an hour of fairly heavy rain, and then it should be okay after that. So I'm gonna try and get another one done today, but if not, this was Rose of Sharon, #1. And also Mystery Tree #1. This Rose of Sharon, that might be the front. If I can get a couple branches growing out this way, kind of. Right now it leans in the other direction, but this could also be a pretty cool front. I like that too. Either way, I think it's gonna be a fairly cool tree. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Cheers.